shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott to throw it. And it pops free. The collision. And we don't have the schedules yet for next year. But what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played. 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona. Those in London. And then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Here's Elliott, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go!
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go!
Now Prescott on 4th down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
One back is Morris. Throwing. Prescott trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Simeon on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Simeon throwing again. Oh, he almost. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and long. It's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Demarius. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jared Crick in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
3rd and long for Prescott. And fights him off. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Brandon, I came out of my chair on that one. A lovely-looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? A few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back now in Arlington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Simeon. And incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. Green with a catch left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Virgil Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Hurry up, back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, hurry up, here we go.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run it again with Anderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Ryan Davis able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That would be the key to this drive.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Here's Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Here's Simeon now on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Let's go.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll take this up. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Simeon now to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now it's Simeon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4 You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Simeon. And able to find Green. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Simeon. This will be caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.